God bless you, global Christian friend. God bless the American public, the American government. God bless pastors and churches around the world. John 3:11. Verily, verily, I say unto thee, we speak that we do know and testify that we've seen, and what? Ye receive not our witness. Here's the best evidence. Verse 12. If I have told you earthly things, and ye believe not, how shall ye believe if I tell you of heavenly things? In John 5:44, he asks the question, how can you believe? Here he says, how shall you believe? If I tell you of heavenly things. You've not been there, so therefore you can't testify about them. The only way that you can testify about heavenly things is that you got to come down from heaven, or have been in heaven, or have been shown the heavenly things. There's no doubt out there, everyone across the world knows that Nicodemus never read, like the apostles. They never read the book of Revelation. Nicodemus didn't read it. The apostles didn't read it. Only John, who wrote it, read it, and took it back to Ephesus, to the church at Ephesus. Another long history, another long story. We won't get into that tonight. But heavenly things are strewn throughout the book of Revelation, strewn throughout there. You're privileged to be able to see them, that they did not see them. And you go beyond the reaches of the present heaven and the present earth and the present cosmos. Why? Because in Revelation 20:11, when God came, they fled, earth and heaven. Revelation 21:1, John saw the new heaven and the new earth. Look at all the heavenly things that are revealed. Angel got power over fire. Angel of the waters. Angel is able to bind the adversary. Angel coming down with messages. Angel having the everlasting gospel flying through the midst of heaven. And it just goes on and on and on and on. Heavenly things. Everybody out there say heavenly things. Say heavenly things, so you can be able to identify with heavenly things. If you don't identify with heavenly things, you can't receive them. You have to be able to identify with heavenly things. Jesus told the apostles on one occasion, "There are many things I desire to tell you, but you're not able to bear them yet." Not able to bear them. Here comes the law of Ascension, 13. And no man hath ascended up to heaven, but he that came down from heaven. That pokes a hole in your testimony right there, Nicodemus. That statement pokes a hole in your testimony, saying, we know that thou art from God. No man hath ascended up to heaven except he that came down from heaven. You who are going to go to heaven, it's because of the sacrament, the Eucharist, communion. That's why he said, this is my body that's broken for you. So we can all get a piece and go back. Because if you didn't come from heaven, he said here, you're not going to go back. And the only way that you can go back is take my body and drink my blood, which is bread, and drink indeed That's the law of ascension. You didn't come down, you can't go back. You can't go back without him. That's the law. I don't mean no harm, but it's nice to look at rockets on launch pads, $10,000 per pound to lift them into outer space. $8 billion miles in space. You find a rocket out there going further and further into space. Wonderful understanding. You've got Orion preparing itself to go. You got experiments on the J rocket, the J engine, all of these things, but here's the law, 13. No man hath ascended up to heaven, but he that came down from heaven, even the Son of Man, which is where? In heaven. Think about that statement. Think about that statement clearly. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, you find that Numbers 21 and 9, somewhere thereabout. Even so must the Son of Man be lifted up. What Jesus said. Once you lift up the Son of Man, then you shall know that I am he, and that I do nothing of myself. Do it and find out. This is not a thing that you play with. This is not a thing of a game. This is just as real as the sun out there shining in the sky. This is just a real little stars out there. 100 billion in the present Milky Way. The Bible says they're all going to fall. Or they're not clean. They're not pure. They're going to fall. I didn't say that, but you find it in the scriptures. All right? That's a very sad. Read it for yourself. Numbers 21, about the brazen serpent, what God told Moses to do. Make the brazen serpent. Let them look on the brazen serpent. When serpents bite them, they look, they live. Strange way to live by looking at a serpent. We'll continue this the next time. God bless you, pastors out there across the world and the American government.